Good morning, folks. My name is Tim Ailer, meteorologist, and we have a major winter storm going on up here in the upper Midwest and parts of the plains with precipitation and snow, mostly heavy snow here, with accumulations up to 3 feet. In today's forecast, we're going to talk about this, snowfall totals, impacts, and what you can expect today with this event. Here is the graphic from the Weather Prediction Center this morning for the additional snowfall accumulation, showing the highest snowfall amounts up here in the UP, Michigan, right? The highest impacts in Michigan, right? And points westward with some icing to the south here, blowing snow, snowfall rates of 1 to 3 inches per hour from South Dakota to northern Michigan. 1 to 3 feet of snow here in the highest impact areas. Hazardous icing is also possible here in the southern portion of this area, right in here. So not a good drawing, but you see what I'm talking about. Strong winds and blizzard conditions are likely ongoing right now, like I said, with hazardous icing. So I hope that you have in your safe place and have your electricity and heat on, because it's pretty brutal right now out there. The future here, what's this going to look like with the snow, right? This is the next 18 hours, starting at approximately 7 a.m. here. We got some sleet, freezing rain on the south side of this system, and heavy snow in the north, right? This is 7 a.m. Eastern, okay? Move to the north here. If you go a little bit closer, you can see maybe some frozen precip getting mixed in here. Although, maybe some ice, right? Some mixed precip. But heavy snow on the north side of this, okay? And on the backside, and here's where your icing is here toward Green Bay, Madison, Wisconsin, maybe getting some eventually. Maybe on the backside, Traverse City, Cadillac. But on the southern side, just rain, right? Heavy snow on the eastern side of this as well. Go to the back towards Lincoln, Nebraska, Sioux Falls, Minneapolis. Backside snow here. But again, the heaviest snow is up towards Green Bay, Wausau, Wisconsin. You see, let's see, Chicago is all rain with this. Even on the backside, maybe the surface low goes right over top here. This system goes north-northeast. Looks like Sault Ste. Marie is going to be all snow here. North Bay, you see right on the edge of this is where the heaviest snowfall will continue in this area. Sault Ste. Marie, right on the Canadian border, looks to be the big impact area. Even on the backside of this system, Des Moines, Iowa, heavy backside snow with high winds on the backside of this as well. Now we move into temperatures. You see how warm it's getting on the backside of this. I mean, ahead of the system, right? 60s, 70s, and 80s. Backside temperatures cool off quite rapidly here. Okay. Now apparent temperature, we don't have that on this this product, but look at snowfall total. All right. This is through 18 hours. This is really only snow showing 20 inches, which is interesting, 25 inches, because if we go to National Blend of Models, yesterday was indicating, well, I see why. We had our backside snowfall here. Go back to the radar, a little bit longer range radar here from the NAM. Right, you have, looks like lake effect snow as well on the backside of this as it moves to the east, right? So on the backside, we getting snow, maybe some heavy snow coming off the lakes here, right? And some heavy frozen precip. Sault Ste. Marie and points to the west, still heavy snow the whole time here, right? Maybe right on the edge, because it's right on the edge here. That's where the heaviest precip is. You know, on the backside, snow moving through. You see snow down here into Atlanta on the back side of this. Can you believe that? I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that'd be crazy. Severe weather and then snow on the backside, moving out to the north, right? All right, and you go back up to the north here. This is 1 p.m. on Monday. That band of snow goes to the north. Maybe there's some backside, some energy moving through this flow here that's contributing to that right on the front side of it. Maybe a surface flow moving to the north, a wave here. And then it becomes negatively tilted. And snow continues in the upper parts of Michigan here into Toronto, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, even down into the higher terrain of the Appalachians. And maybe places where you had severe weather, you get a shot of snow right at the end here. This sweeps to the east. And look at these heavy lake effect bands coming through here. Let's look at the wind speed here, wind gusts. Really heavy winds on the backside of this here, right? 20, 30, 40 mile per hour high winds here, which is going to bring moisture right off the lakes. You see ahead of this system what its problem is as well. 50, 60 mile per hour winds in the front of this system. So since we're talking about winter weather, I'm just going to talk about this, right? But you see that right there. Pretty high winds even down into southern Georgia and the southeast. On the back side of the system, we have high winds building in as well with that southerly flow here, right? So going back to the, let's go back to the RTM, the measured blend models. All right, so let's see here. Ice total. So look at icing here with this event. Highest amounts are in these bands just south of Sault Ste. Marie. We kind of showed that on the radar here. Quarter inch, half inch of ice. And that's very impactful here. So if you have to drive in the coming days, like today, I wouldn't, okay? Shouldn't be driving anyway in these conditions, but icing is a lot worse than snow. You can slip off the road and really, or go out and go on your try to walk on your sidewalk and slip and hit your head or something. So be careful out there, guys. Now going back to the snowfall totals real quick. National Weather models. Like I said, high snowfall totals up in the favored lake effect areas of Lake Superior here, right? And maybe snow as far south as Alabama, the Appalachians, even into the eastern seaboard here. All right, so adding insult to injury, maybe a little bit more snow on the backside of this up in the UP Michigan again towards the middle of the week. Okay. Now, as far as temperatures go, let's go back a little bit. Apparent temperatures. All right, so this is the 15th, which is Sunday. Negative single digits out west here. Wind chills are incredibly cold. Negative 23 degrees wind chill values here out west. Thankfully, it doesn't push as far east with the cold air modifies pretty quickly here. We get towards the end of the week, and that warm air starts to push again up from the south in the southern Texas here. So yeah, we got a lot going on today, from heavy snow, icing, and severe weather to talk about. So I'm going to make another video just to talk about the severe weather threat next.